Hello guys, this is Omi. My name is Omi. They call me Omi Love. And I'm tuning in to the energies of Scorpio for the month of February. As you know, this video applies for the people that has the Sun in Scorpio, the Moon in Scorpio, or the Ascendant rising sign in Scorpio. Check out these videos as well so you know, have an idea of the energies that are affecting you this month. Oh, well, and thanks everyone for supporting me and taking your time and to believe in me. You know, I'm doing this my new venture, doing my horoscopes, which I've been doing since April 2015 in Spanish, and now this is my new thing, my new goal, and my challenge is great. So here I am, okay, doing my thing as I can do. So I hope I can serve you, alright? So my Scorpions, my sexy Scorpions, this month the Sun is in Aquarius, okay? Right now the Sun is in Aquarius until February 19th. So some of you, right, are feeling a little bit down, a little bit down, under the weather, right? There's a lot of things you're thinking. You have like kind of a pull between your responsibilities at home and your goals, your dreams, okay? There's a kind of dynamic, there's an aspect there. Some of you need to make a decision, or okay, that has to do with home, maybe move. And career, you have responsibilities at home. You would like to some of you, there's a feeling of wanting to free yourself a little bit from some responsibilities at home, and you would like to get back into your maybe your old routines and habits or friends. You need to feel you again. Some of you are not feeling yourself. Maybe things have changed in your life and you are kind of drained right now and full of responsibilities and with new routines, new routines that you might have to adopt because you acquire some more responsibilities at the job, could be at the job or at home, okay? So you're a little bit, some of you kind of, there's a confusion, mixed feelings, kind of drained, low. Maybe you getting a little sick because this is how your body tells you that you need to take a break, okay? You need to rest, all right? Some of you have been trying to do it all, okay? I know you're strong, Scorpio. You've been trying to take care of everything, okay? You're trying to keep the balance, but you've probably been neglecting time for yourself, okay? So some of you need some time to retreat, to rest, to meditate also, so you clear your mind, okay? Clear your energies. You need to tune and balance your chakras, balance yourself, all right, and balance activities that have been going at home, all right? So there's some of you are looking for a place to move, all right, during this time. And some of you like to some of you need to move because of career, okay? And you kind of foreseeing this, all right? If you want to like achieve the success that you want, if you want to push forward with your ambitions, all right, there's money. For some of you, there's a need to move because you know that if you move, you grow and you have more opportunities of growth, all right? And maybe within your company. For others will be an opportunity, maybe an opening, all right? There may be an opening somewhere else where you might have to deal with your partner, okay? And then discuss this about moving, all right? So this is gonna be the pulling, also some of you are saving, okay, because you're trying to budget because you want to buy a house, all right? So for the ones that are planning to buy a place, all right, you're looking going around communities. You may just need to move because you need a change or for whatever, because your lease is due, all right, and you're looking for a place, all right? So it's a good time to negotiate, all right? It's a good time for negotiate and find the right place, okay? And you might well find a place that you like around February 8th. I will say between February 8th and the 20th of February. Okay, you might find a place that you like. Could be a place near water. Okay, some of you are looking for a place near water. Maybe you liked boating. Okay, maybe you want a place with a dock where you can, hang up your boat, whatever. So I see water around this place, right? For some of you. Okay, so for those of you that are into real estate, because I see a lot of you, you like money, you love money, you appreciate money, and you do great. You're a great salesperson. You do great with money, Scorpio. So you get Mars in your sign. So some of you, you'll be a little depressed for some news from your family, and this could be plain. These things are manifesting in different ways. It could be, every day is a different day. Okay, so for some of you, it could be all the family issues, some news you're gonna receive about some family member. Okay, you might have to travel to take care of this family, or just hurt, and this has you depressed. Okay, and for some of you, you're looking for a place to sell. You're into real estate, all right, and you're doing well. You're gonna start doing very good in sales. I would say after the 19th, when the sun moves in Pisces, which is another water sign as yours. Okay, you got Mars and your all ruler in your sign. Okay, and you got Pisces. And you got the sun moving into Pisces on the 19th. Okay, so I would say by the midst of February, you're gonna have good luck in sales. You could be selling cars, working with cars. Okay, or selling homes. All right, some of you are looking for modern kind of homes. You into this type of homes. Okay, properties. Okay, so some of you are buying new appliances, and maybe remodeling. You've been remodeling your place, looking for something innovative, the new stuff out. All right, modern stuff. And others are looking for more modern place to buy. This is gonna be like you're gonna specify yourself in this area of your business. If you're in real estate, okay, and selling very nice high end stuff, very innovative with a lot of technologies. These homes and apartments that comes with a lot of technologies. So you're looking more into that. Things that are places that are pricey, and you're probably gonna receive some accolades, okay, from your bosses, because you're gonna make a sale. There's a potential for you during the midst of February to make a good sale. Okay, could be if you work with cars, transportation, media, publishing. You're gonna sell some media kit, or computers. You work with computers, or anything that has to do with writing too. You've been writing a play, a screenwriting, a book. All right, so could be some kind of sales like that. Social media, you work in that. Music, a piece of music, or if you work with cars and real estate. Okay, so there's I see an aspect there. You're gonna make some money from a good sale, and this is gonna get you some points. Okay, so things are gonna be popping up and going for you. Okay, in your job, in your work area. Okay, so at home things are kind of work looks better. Okay, and I see with Mars in your sign, Scorpio, you're very driven and you're thinking about your goals and career. And I see during this year, honestly, I see this is going to be your priority right now. For some of you, I will say for the most of you right now, your status, your ambitions, your priorities, your career is first. Is first for a lot of you, and I see that. I will guarantee this. I know you love all. Scorpio is very romantic. You're very passionate. You love to be in love. Okay. But right now, honestly, I see priority for you will be your career, your life purpose. Okay, so I see you working in your life purpose. I see you working constantly and making an effort, bringing all the focus, and working hard in your career. Okay, you have big goals. All right, you have big goals. You might be studying too. You might juggling with all these things. Studying, working home, your needs, your basic needs, all right? You're trying to meet, to fulfill your needs, okay? For some of you, there's an emptiness. You don't know what it is. You feel something is missing. Right now, I will say during the last week, the last week of January, and since the midst of January until I would say the 8th, around February 8th, until the new moon in Aquarius, you're gonna be feeling a little bit low self-esteem. You're doubting yourself. You're feeling you're missing something, maybe company, or you don't feel comfortable where you live. Okay, you would like to move maybe closer to your relative. You're missing home. Some of you are feeling still, guilty. You feel that you need to talk to someone. You owe someone an apology, possibly. There's some hidden truths. You may I will say during the holidays, you were thinking about, you didn't talk to someone. There's a friend that you stopped talking to, this friend or somebody from the past. A lot of you are thinking of someone from the past, some old lover, lover that you've been kind of regretting some stuff and thinking. And this is your fourth house. I want to tell you this. This is what the fourth house does, all right? So, you live in this fourth house until the 19th. And then then Venus and Mercury, all right? Mercury is moving to this fourth house on the 13th, all right? So you're going to receive news about something going on at home, or if you're looking for a place, you might find, a place. You might hire a real estate agent, or your landlord may deliver news that you need to move, all right? And something about home related, or you might find, find that place to show it to your clients, all right? Some news about home, I would say, all right? And or your company might want to send you somewhere. Okay, you might receive some news from your company, I would say, from your boss, from your corporation, the company that you work for. You receive some news about you need to move or something like that, okay? And on the 16th, Venus enters Aquarius as well. So it's going to be Mercury, Venus in Aquarius, the Sun in Aquarius, okay? So on the 16th, Venus in Aquarius, I will say that's where, those are going to get the money or make the sale, purchase the home, or and also Venus brings money through home to your home, or love at home. So around, like I said, it's gonna be Valentine's Day, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good information. It's gonna be a good feeling finally at home. I see a lot of you having the opportunity to spend a very special Valentine's Day, which we celebrate in America, okay, the 14th of February. So there's gonna be, you're gonna watch a nice movie with a special one. There's gonna be, love and romance at home, okay? So there's gonna be good energies for you at home, okay? So good for you. Then the Sun enters on February 19, enters Pisces, and Pisces is a water sign as yours. So the spotlight is gonna be, your focus is gonna be on romance. Then romance in your kids, in your creativity kids. It's gonna be on having fun. All right, so you're gonna experience around the new moon in Aquarius on February 8th, which is, we celebrate also the new Chinese year. With the new moon enters the Chinese New Year of the fire monkey, okay? And the monkey speaks about our form of expression, creativity, and anything that has to do with our inner child or kids, things, pastimes, hobbies, and so it's time for you to have fun again, around the 8th So I will say between the 8th and the 19th, if you've been feeling low, confused, empty, with worries about family and home and move, possibilities of moving, whatever is going on in your home or in your soul, okay, that space, that emptiness, that depression, whatever, that longing, you're gonna feel there's gonna new energy is gonna come. So this new moon in Aquarius is gonna recharge you, all right? It's gonna recharge you. It's gonna again ignite the passion between you and your lover if you guys live together, if you're in a partnership, okay? So probably you're gonna talk things out, all right? And there's gonna be a new energy that is gonna come and surround you and be with you and help you to have fun and enjoy your partner and enjoy time, intimate time with your partner, okay? So you might be planning some activities together, join with some groups, all right? Also, if you don't have a partner, you will receive an invitation and you're gonna probably meet new friends, make new friends, join those group of friends that you've been trying, probably avoiding because you've been retreating a little bit, okay? You've been thoughtful, okay? Deep in your past or whatever issues you've been dealing with, okay? Soul things, soul issues. And it's time for you to come out again and join your friends and have fun and do something together with your friends. I says go to a festival, go to a concert, okay? And do something like that, something that is with groups, okay? Join some groups, join your community and have fun. So you're gonna feel recharged again. If you were sick, you're gonna feel your energy is gonna boost, and you're gonna start feeling yourself again. So and then and Pisces rules everything that has to do with illusion, glamour, fashion. So a few of you are getting creative with fashion, maybe designing something, maybe some of you are home sewing, you're designing some craft, clothes. I see that possibly going at home. So possibly some of you also could be the sign Aquarius, could mark that you are been working on some in your creativity, some project at home, okay, that has been giving you a little bit of it's been making you really think about who you are and what you really want and what are you accomplishing with that you're creating. It's whatever you've been working on creativity in a creative way. It's been making you grow and work on your psyche, on your subconscious mind. It's helping you. It's making you ask questions. It's making you introspect. It's making you grow and really get to know your deep desires. Get to know yourself a little bit more, okay? And it's been making you question your life purpose, and possibly your partnership, your relationship, okay? So I see that anything that has to do with your art, if you're an artist, singer, you're an actor, any artistic endeavor, as soon as the sun enters Pisces, it's gonna be smooth, okay? It's gonna flow. Things are gonna flow in your favor, all right? So things are gonna come to you, like in some good opportunities are gonna come to you, to your house. Someone might visit you, some friend with an opportunity for you might ask you to join them in a festival or in the stage or a play, or you might get together with this friend and create something together. Might find your team, some collaborations, okay? So you're gonna be inspired again, okay? There's something, could be through a romance or through friends or through this new connections that you're making. You're gonna be inspired again. Your passion is gonna be reignited, okay? And you're gonna work in whatever, film. There's a lot of you like to into fashion, you're models, you're into film. So there's gonna be opportunities for you. So risk, okay? Take risk after the 19th of February, it's time for you to take risk and get back into your hobbies, get back into do your sports, work out. Mars in Scorpio, the sun coming into Pisces is gonna put energy into Mars in your sign in Scorpio. So you're gonna initiate something, okay? Could be that hobby, get going back into what you love to do, what makes you feel alive, okay? Letting your whatever you used to do as a child, that's probably what you love to do, okay? So you're gonna start expressing yourself in different ways, okay, with your abilities and your gifts and talents. You're gonna express your persona out, okay? So it's time to have fun expressing your talents and your persona out, okay? So this is what is going to happen. You're going to get opportunities if you do this, okay, with confidence, because you have that Mars in Scorpio. So I know you have the drive and the confidence, you have it, okay? So go for it, okay? There's going to be a focus also. Then on February 22nd, we have full moon in Virgo, okay? And Virgo is the sign of the zodiac that rules health, work, habits, and your lifestyle. But also, Virgo is your 11th house, Scorpio. And also, so there's a lot going on to do with friends. Some friend, you might have to apologize to a friend and might get back to converse and spend some time with an old friend, somebody that you haven't seen for a little bit, okay? For another ones, a friend might be leaving, might be moving out of town, okay? You're gonna receive a visit from a friend, maybe having as a guest at your place, staying for a little bit. This could cost a little bit attention to at some point with your partner. Also, for others, friends are gonna come in and stay over. You're gonna have fun with your friends. Maybe you're gonna show community around. Maybe you're gonna go to the theme park. You're gonna plan some trips with your friends, some fun with friends. So that's good. A full moon, maybe you're gonna go to a full moon party, celebrate this full moon. All right. So there's, and also with your health. Okay. So some of you around February 22nd, you're gonna be there's a concern, there's a worry, maybe possibly about someone's health. Could be your parents, your own health. But I see a lot of you, your child, okay? If you have a newborn, your kids, okay, you might have to go to the hospital. And I'm saying this is gonna be between 22nd of February, 4 days before, 4 days after. For me, it manifests like 5 days before the full moon. I get all these feelings, and in whatever house the full moon is, that's what I get. But I get it like between 7 and 5 days, like a week before the full moon. Okay, so I would say around right when the sun enters Pisces, around the 18th of February, 19th of February, there's gonna be possibly a concern with one of your kids, one of your child, okay? So you might have to go to the doctor with this child, end up in a hospital with the child. For some of you, it's gonna be your health. You're gonna, if you're into training, if you're into health, you work with health, you're gonna experience, you're gonna be a star possibly. You're gonna make some sales, make vitamins. You're gonna be busy. You can be in the spotlight. People are gonna be looking for you, and you're gonna be counseling for others about health. Anything that has to do with health. Exercise and CrossFit, gyms, whatever. So you're gonna be busy around this time, okay? Also, for others, you're gonna start seeing results. During this full moon, the 22nd of February, you're gonna see results on your muscle, on your health. You possibly be feeling, but the full moon brings something, usually in general, brings something related to health. So there's some possibly in a habit you would have to end, because Pisces is a sign that rules the 12th house, and the 12th house rules hospitals, institutions, and the habits, okay? Some vices and habits, okay? So there's a habit maybe in your diet, maybe you've been, like I said, you've been lazy, okay, to move on. So you're gonna start, you're going to end a habit during this time, a job, You might end a job, okay, because it's not healthy for you, because the lifestyle is killing you, the hours, the schedule. You can, you're like unbalanced at home and the job, if it's, especially if it's a night job, okay. So I see a lot of you ending that job, okay, around the last weeks, the last 2 weeks of February, okay. So there's gonna be a change in routine. You're gonna end up something. Also, let's see, also could be, your lover, your romance, you could end up a relationship, or I will say maybe your partner needs your attention, and your partner may be feeling not good, a little bit sick, and you might take care of your partner. You might take your partner to the hospital, or to do some tests, because your partner you guys might find out that she is pregnant, or you got, if you're a Scorpio woman, you might be pregnant, and this might be the symptoms you might be feeling around the full moon of the 22nd, okay? Because the 5th house, Pisces rules pregnancies for you, okay? So, and children, all that stuff, hobbies, and your creativity, okay? So you might be, some of you are going to be pregnant. This is the symptoms that you're feeling, okay? And some of you, if you're a guy, Scorpio, you might be helping your partner, take your girl to the hospital, to the doctor, to find out what it is. It might be that she's pregnant, okay? So if this is something that you don't want right now, you should protect yourself if you're starting to date someone, okay? Or if your relationship is unsteady, or if your finances right now are not, where you want them to be, okay? If you have plans, if you're budgeting, if you're saving to buy your own property, okay? If you're thinking about career moves, all right, and escalating, this is something that you have to take care of yourself. Use protection, because you might get pregnancy news, okay, really soon. Others might be planning a wedding, a wedding. So, I see there on February 14th, a few of you might be getting married, okay? So enjoy that. This might be the thing that I see at home. This might be the concern that you have. You're making that decision. Oh my God, you're getting married. Your life is gonna change. Your habits are gonna change. So you have to deal with this and balance. Look for the perfect balance. Okay. So this might be a concern for a few of you, that you're getting married and you're starting a new cycle in your life. And of course, it's normal. It's gonna be a new setting at home, right? So that's why you're looking for a new place to move, or you decorating your new place together, and because you get ready to move in together. And gonna be end of February, from Valentine's on, and March is gonna be a time for romance and enjoying activities with your partner, with your children, and create new things, get inspired and by love, or or by your children, play with your children, take your children to theme parks and stuff like that. So yeah, this is what I see. It's right now good time to sell, make your sales, promote yourself, promote your company, okay? And you really focus on your growth, on escalating, that ladder of success, Scorpio. And yeah, and I'm gonna do draw a card, ask my angels. Let's see the message that the angel has. Or some other of you, just longing for that special one, wanting to meet, somebody that you have a really deep connection, passionate love, like you like, somebody that is fun, healthy, that has good habits, all right? So you're looking for that. So Pisces, the end of February is going to be more positive to finding new love, starting a new romance, okay? Some of you just met someone, are keeping that hidden, possibly maybe you end up a relationship recently and you starting to talk, you're flirting, you're going to feel more flirtatious around when the sun enters Pisces. So you're going to be possibly flirting with someone, okay, and meeting this person, doing things with the person, getting to know the person. You're gonna be inspired, have a lot of fun, okay? So if you've been in a relation that haven't worked, you know what to do. You're gonna possibly end that relationship. You're gonna have the strength, and you already seen somebody you like. You possibly talking to somebody already. Okay, and you're keeping it on the down low. Keeping it a secret, and your partner might be sensing that. Okay, that you're keeping something a secret, somebody under curtains. Okay, so watch out with that. All right, because Pisces rules the 12th house. You might meet somebody right now while the sun is in Aquarius, beginning of February. And if you have somebody, and you're playing, with two places, playing with fire, because I see that as two, so a lot of you, are going to meet somebody in a group, in an event, or maybe at work. Okay, and you see somebody cute and you're flirting with this person. Okay, or talking to someone from the past through messages, and your partner is going to sense that as soon as the sun enters Pisces. All right, so that could be, your partner could be very intuitive at that time. Okay, and sense that you're hiding something, that you're keeping a secret. That's why you're changing your lifestyle. Okay, you might meet somebody at the gym working out. Okay, and your partner is sensing that you've changed, something about you have changed. Maybe you're more inspired, your partner is questioning that. Your partner might be investigating, observing your manners and your ways and your routines. If there's a change on your routine, they might sense that. All right, so be careful and try to meditate and be clear. But that's why you might need a meditation to clear your mind, to see what you really want, and who you want to choose, to be, with you at this time. Okay. Obviously, some of you want to choose someone that supports you in your dreams, in your career, in your goals. All right, so gotta choose someone that pours positive energy to your life. Okay, cards. Let's see what the angels have for Scorpio. February. Okay, I see two cards fell. Let's see what two card has to say. Wow, blessings and integrity. All right, you will receive the blessings. Okay, if you're a Scorpio that are keeping something, hiding something from a special one, from your family, from somebody on your family, or from a special one, I would say, the blessings, there might be some blessings for you on the way, possibly in your career, that you want. Okay, there's a dream at this moment. There's some dreams and aspirations. Okay, something you can achieve. I would say a higher role, a role in a play, in a movie, or a modeling gig or something with your music, some breakthrough, or some promotion. I see, and a big sale. You're hoping for a big sale so you can make that money, and live the life that you love to live, comfortably, because you love comfort. Okay, you love money. So there's a blessing, and because of your integrity or your dishonesty or hiding things, this blessing might not come through. So you gotta be very careful if you want your blessings, from the universe. Okay, you gotta speak your truth, treat others with compassion. Okay, and give others value, and the value that they deserve, the credit that they deserve. Be careful how you direct others, how you ask for things, for things for yourself, how you ask others, to treat you, or for things, when you are bossing, don't be too bossy, and also, if you're keeping something, of your partner, if you are in a relationship where you have to hide or lie, and you cannot speak your truth or walk in your truth, this relationship might not work. Okay, maybe you will have to do some work on yourself, on the way you think, on your psyche. Maybe you need some healing to the way your perspective and the way you see things. Maybe you need to work with some fear of speaking your truth, okay? So take some time for that and do not hurt others, okay? If you're this Scorpio that is keeping something off your away from your partner, okay? Because you want to receive your blessings, and I know you've been working hard and this is what you want, okay? So in order to receive your blessings, you gotta speak and walk in your truth, okay? You gotta be honest. For others, you're gonna receive your blessings, okay? I see wedding for some of you. I see proposing from some of you, a baby coming up for some of you, okay? Pregnancy, so this is good. I see some money in some raffle, some money coming in. You're gonna win some money. Somebody's gonna give you some money, but I see some money. It's probably from the sale you made, or some money somebody's gonna give, but you're lucky. You're gonna be lucky with money, okay? Soon, within sometime February, March, okay? Some money, okay, it's gonna come in, and yeah, and some trip, some fun you're gonna have, some trip you're gonna go on a trip, you're gonna try, you're gonna have some very much fun. You're gonna be able to see friends or to go somewhere where you've been wanting to go. So there's a dream, okay? There's something you've been wanting, okay, that is gonna come in, and it depends on your karma, because Pisces rules karma. It's a 12th sign, so be very careful with what you give, how you give, how you do to others, unto others the same way you would like to be done to you, alright? So you create dharma, alright? Good things for you, okay? So speak your truth and walk in your truth, Scorpio. So it's a pleasure to be here with you. I hope this could serve you. I'm getting better. I'm working on this. Thanks for everything. Okay, thanks for sharing, leaving a comment. Okay, namaste. Much love, love, love. Yeah, keep it strong, baby.